Mitsubishi Triton 1986. The second-generation model was introduced in 1986 for most markets. In Australia, this model launched in October 1986 as the low-cost Triton. In Japan, the pickups were not sold for a few years, making their return as the Strata in Japan in March 1991. A facelift took place for the 1993 model year, with a new grille and new plastic bumpers comprising most of the changes. It continued to be produced until 1996. Sales in the Japanese domestic market continued into the middle of 1997. The truck usually has a 68 horsepower, 51 kilowatts, 2.5-liter diesel or an 84 PS, 62 kilowatts, turbo diesel engine, with the turbo diesel being the only engine available in the Japanese home market. The Triton was not a spirited performer, with a four-wheel drive V6 model having a top speed of 126 km per hour, 78.1 miles per hour. The second-generation Mitsubishi truck was also produced in Thailand. Starting out as a fairly utilitarian truck, more comfortable versions were gradually added in most markets. In Australia and New Zealand, a small, 3.0-liter, V6 engine with 90 kilowatts, 122 PS, 121 horsepower, was added in early 1993. The V6 was not a well-liked engine specification by consumers, as it did not tow as well or make as much torque as the diesel four-cylinder engine did, and used much more fuel than the four-cylinder. The 3.0 liters V6 6G72 equipped models also had a flaw in the design of the engine lifters. Noisy lifters resulted in catastrophic engine failure over time. The locally developed L200 Sport range, more stylish and often featuring two-tone paint, was very popular in New Zealand, where the L200 was offered with 5 different engines. In the US it was known as the Mitsubishi Mighty Max or the Dodge Ram 50. Petrol engines include a carbureted 92 horsepower, 69 kilowatts, 2.0-liter inline-4 or a 2.6-liter Ditto with 109 horsepower, 81 kilowatts. Four-wheel drive, non-LSD, was also available, as were 4-speed automatic transmission, 2 bed lengths, and both regular and macro cab, extended cab, options. There was also a higher rated 1-ton model available on regular cab models with a longer bed. In later years the standard engine was switched to a 2.4-liter inline-4 producing 116 horsepower, 87 kilowatts. This engine was made standard fitment on all two-wheel drive Mighty Maxes for the 1991 model year, while four-wheel drives all received the recently introduced 3.0-liter V6 with 143 horsepower, 107 kilowatts. The Ram 50 was redesigned for 1987, which was the same year Chrysler introduced the Ram 50's successor, the Dodge Dakota. Despite this, sales of the Ram 50 continued for another 7 years until 1994, possibly because the Ram 50 was a compact and the Dakota was a mid-size. The difference in size and cost left a niche for the Ram 50, and its cancellation may have been due more to a desire to show independence from Mitsubishi than because of any product overlap. The Mighty Max was taken off the US market after the 1996 model year, and its successor was not marketed in North America due to poor sales. The Ram 50 underwent facelifts and modifications corresponding to those of the Mighty Max, with a choice of 6 feet, 1.8 meters, or 7.5 feet, 2.3 meters, bed lengths and regular or extended sports cabs.